Welcome to Amazing World Adventures. I'm Jeff, and I live full-time in this large motorhome. Whether you're in a travel trailer, fifth wheel, van, schoolie, or motorhome, or even if you just aspire to it, join us as we showcase tips and tricks to help you live your best life on the road. Consistently, one of the strongest reactions that I get from people, especially people who haven't seen the RV, people who've seen it tend to react to all the visual elements, but people in online forums or who haven't seen it, the strongest reaction I always get is the fact that I removed the rooftop air conditioners. When I bought Thor, there was an air conditioner here, there was another one back in the bedroom. They worked, they were old, but they could have been fixed up. They didn't blow cold air, they blew ambient air. But they could have been recharged, they could have been made to work. I grew up in the desert Southwest, where air conditioning is not really much of a thing, and I chose Thor specifically because it's so open and so bright and so airy, and I wanted that. These air conditioners, and in any RV, if you look at the air conditioner area, this is dark, no light gets through. So since the air conditioners already didn't work great anyway, and I grew up without air conditioning, in fact, people have lived for millennia without air conditioning. Air conditioning's only existed for a few decades. I uninstalled them, got rid of them. There was already 120 volt AC here to run the air conditioners, but what I put in its place was a vent with a reversible fan, but these run on DC. So there was already a light fixture right here. I just drilled a hole inside the ceiling up in here and tapped into this light fixture. And then I did the same thing in the back. Let's go see. Here, this vent is directly above the kitchen and the dining area. This was just a vent with no fan. Again, I put a reversible fan in there, but there was no power here. So I had to tap into the nearest DC power source, which was this light fixture. But this was too long a distance for me to drill through the ceiling. So I have these unsightly wires. Don't love them, but they serve a purpose. And then back in the back, so there was a second air conditioner in this vent. I removed that and again replaced it with a vent fan with a vent with a reversible fan. And again, there was AC power in this vent hole, but no DC power. So I drilled a hole through the ceiling and tapped into the DC at this light fixture to be able to power that fan. Also in the bathroom, so this did have a vent fan. It had, this was a 14-inch vent, and it had a little 6-inch fan, really tiny little fan that only was unidirectional, and it was a piece of junk. It was very noisy. My daughter had mistakenly bought this 11-inch vent with a reversible fan because she didn't take careful enough measurements. So I bought this 11-inch vent from her and then just built out the framing so that this vent would fit in. So even though it's a smaller vent, it has a bigger fan and it's a reversible fan. Works great. I have 3 fans down the center line, another in the bathroom, with all 4 vent fans plus a couple of additional fans running and some lights on, several lights on. I'm drawing 163 watts of power, which is way less than even one air conditioner on low would be using. Also, I would point out that it is mid-July, and it's midday in mid-July. It's, I don't know what the outside ambient temperature is, but inside it is 79 degrees. Let's check the outside temperature. It is 88 outside right now. So the awnings and the fans and having so many windows and having them all open just does wonders for keeping it comfortable inside.